Okay, it's been requested to do a video. I got messages to do a full collection review of what I've got Resident Evil titles, here games, and I'll try to do my best to show them all off, starting by, of course, 1996. I don't know how I'm going to do this video. It's the first time I ever did a video like this. This is the very first 1996 Resident Evil 1 off the collection. Double disc game. Lots of hours of fun. The first very experience, and yes, included was the Resident Evil 2 demo. And then in this director's cut, this is not the original 1996 box. I'm just saying. But the demo, people just rent it or buy it to get the demo. Cause 2 years, or maybe, yeah, 2 years later, we had the original. This is the original Resident Evil 2 with Leon and Claire disc. That was the good old days. The original Resi 2. After that, it was Resident Evil 3. I think it was 1999 with Jill Valentine, which is gonna get a remake for sure, coming soon. After that, we had that little shooter game, Resident Evil Survivor. I didn't play that much. It wasn't that bad. But yeah, it was kind of a House of the Dead. If you had the Gun Con, it was really fun. I don't think it was Gun Con compatible back in the days. It was a gun for, I think it was controller only. Got to go back into it and retry it again. Or maybe we'll get a remaster of that too. You never know. And that one, I can't remember, I think it was in 2000, and at the same time we had the Revelation. To me, it was a revelation, and it was different gameplay. It felt so much different, and it felt like one of my favorites at the time because it played and it looked so different with what we had before. Basically, it was Claire and Chris Redfield's storyline, and it was just very cinematic. I don't know, the graphics, the gameplay. There was you could unlock a first-person view in this one. It was a knockout to me. I didn't rebuy this version. I only played on Dreamcast. It was, and it still is, my favorite. My case is busted though. Ooh, it's pretty bad. That was 2000. Both of them, Survivors and Code Veronica. After that, we got Resident Evil Gaiden that I don't have. It was on the Game Boy Color. It was a remastered. That's the only piece I think I'm missing in my collection, plus another one. Yeah, that's the Resident Evil Survivor 2 Code Veronica. It was a shooter only out in Europe and Japan and an arcade, 2001. So those two I don't have. Then we had those big remakes of Resident Evil 1 off the Wii. I think the first one, it's not the exact one. I think the first Resident Evil, correct me if I'm wrong, a remake was on GameCube. I'm pretty sure. Not Wii. But I'm just showing it off. Let's put that on the side. After that, we had in 2002, at the same time on the GameCube, we had the first, because this, I remember back in the days when I was a kid, we didn't have any internet or anything, it was promised that this was on the 64. It was supposed to come out on the 64. And it came out on GameCube. They clarified that for sure. That I can recall. Resident Evil 0. Off the GameCube was the very first Zero version ever. After that, I'm trying to remember. After Zero, I think Resident Evil Dead Aim was the first actual gun game. And that one worked with a mouse too. A mouse or a gun? I don't remember. I don't remember this story much. I remember having fun, but I don't remember much. It was quite epic. I forgot to show inside of Zero because it was a dual disc game for the GameCube. I forgot to show that. Rebecca Chambers. I forgot her name. She was in Resident Evil 1. That was the awesome part. Resident Evil inside Wii box. Pretty much what it looks like. After that, what can we recall? After that, Aim. After that it was Outbreak. It was the first Resident Evil online for PS2. It was quite epic. The first online game, like it was co-op online. If you played on your own, it wasn't as fun, but now, what can you do? You can't really play this on your own. I really gotta try it. But yeah, it was a good series. I love the Outbreak files. After that, that was in 2003. 2004, after that, we had Outbreak File 2. Now this one I don't want to open. I had a version of it, other version. This one is still not open, it's still sealed, so I don't want to open it. I have another disc, but I didn't bring it for the video. I'm so sorry. But yes, this was the Online Survivor again. After that, after Outbreak File 2, it was, yes, the long acclaimed Resident Evil 4, but that's not the original. I'm not sure the original was on GameCube also. Not sure about that one too. This is the Wii version. Then we got a bunch of remastered, right? 4 and 4. I'm just gonna put aside all of the 4. Of course, we could show off the Origin Collection of 0 and 1 remastered for the PS4, Xbox One. I don't remember the dates when they got. It's not a long time ago. These guys got released or re-released. Let's put that aside. Now continuing on the order of the history. 2006 was Dead, that I remember. 2007, Resident Evil wasn't really back. And then we had the Umbrella Chronicles. That was actually a good shooter with the Wiimotes. That was really, really fun. I actually love that series. Graphically and everything, the story and everything was really good. Umbrella Chronicles, that was 2007. 2008, another dead year. Then we had Resident Evil 5. I remember playing it on a PlayStation 3 for the first time. That got released, and we did get a bunch of remastered with all DLCs and everything for Xbox and PS4. So let's put Resident Evil 5 aside. I don't remember the dates. Resident Evil 5 wasn't a long time ago that it got remastered. After Resident Evil 5, we had in 2009, same year as Resident Evil 5, was the Dark Side Chronicles on the Wii. Another good shooter with the gun controller and the Wiimote. Still can play this one. I love it. After that, Dark Side Chronicles, it was Mercenaries 3D. Just waves and waves of zombies. And in my chronology, I completely forgot one of the best Resident Evil that I really liked back in the days. But hey, I'm just going to show it, because back in the days we didn't have any portable Resident Evil. I just remembered. I don't remember the date. But this was really cool. Waves and waves of zombies. It was a more of an arcade look to it. It felt like Resident Evil 5, but just waves and waves and in pure 3D. And it was fun just to play. It was one of the first 3DS titles that I remember buying. Really enjoyed it. Very arcade-like. Mercenaries 3D. After that, we had the first time that Revelations came out. I remember this game made the 3DS sell. Like, people were buying 3DS just to play it because it was the only way to play it. And then, of course, we got some, you know, remastered and reboot and redone everywhere else. But the very first edition was on 3DS and PS4, of course. Xbox One, PS4. They remade that. We have it on the Switch. Too bad it's the only Resident Evil we have on the Switch so far. Deadly Silence. I completely forgot to talk about it. I don't remember what year. What year was Deadly Silence made in? Gotta look in the back. 2006? No. Really? I skipped that? After Resident Evil 4? Okay, I'm sorry. Forgot really about it. This one is a rare one, but it was actually Resident Evil 1 made for the DS. And it was really, really fun. It was my first portable Resident Evil. I didn't play Gaiden on Game Boy Color. It was too horrible for me. So it's not in this collection too. But this one was actually really fun. And what else did I forget? Oh, after Revelations, of course, we had Operation Raccoon City. Now, I'll be honest, I still didn't play this one yet. And I can't wait to put it in my Xbox One X and play it. Nowadays, I have to try it. After Operation Raccoon City is the other Resident Evil I still haven't played. Is the Resident Evil 6. And people, thank you for the comments, subscribers, and everybody's been telling me this is a must play. Don't worry about people giving negative comments about this game. It's a must play, so I will do it in the next year for sure. After Resident Evil 6, Resident Evil Revelation 2 would be one of the last one. This would be 2015. And after that, after the whole history I just passed through, after Revelation 2 would be the Umbrella Corp. Umbrella Corp is a rare physical version that I really wanted. That's why I'm making this whole video. I actually got it today. I'll unbox it in the next video. It's actually only available in Japan, but it's fully English. So I can't really describe it. Came out in 2016 before the big Resident Evil 7. And I really wanted a physical copy of this. It's fully English. As you can see, there is a single player game mode, The Experiment. So we got to try that. Try to make some videos tonight. I can't promise that. After that, 2016, we had, of course, the big boom. And for sure, the better version is on PlayStation, because you have the whole VR mode. VR mode is the best. Can't complain. I really had a great time with this game. Really loved it. And last, we have the remastered of Resident Evil 2. So next one should be Resident Evil 3. Might we get Resident Evil 8? So that was my whole collection video. Hope you enjoyed it. People asked me to do it. I got actually 6 messages for this. Don't forget to thumbs up the video, support, and love. And I'll see you all very soon, guys. Have a great night.